Okay. No, it's not. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, that's kind of weird. Whatever, but okay. Um. All right. That might have done it. I hope. Where's Twitch? Twitch is not transmitting for some reason. What is going on with that? Yeah, it is. Okay, there's Twitch. Twitch is broadcast. All right. Twitch is up. Finally. Pain in the butt. So let's double check. Rumble. Nope. Still not up. I'll fix that another time. All right. All right. So this works now. Bot Rex. All right. Okie dokie. All right. Now then. Come on. The internet is just totally stuck. Whoa. Well, chat, as of today, we are probably a month away from CitizenCon. Just about 2 months. If you've noticed, ISC and everything else has kind of slowed to a stop. The last Inside Star Citizen was a month ago. We have ISCs at least once a month now, which to me is terribly slow. I don't like it. You know, how slow things have become. Frankly, I think it's ridiculous. $1 billion game, and we only have like one Inside Star Citizen a month for information. Solid information, by the way. You know. To me, that's kind of unacceptable. I'm sure a lot of you agree. It's kind of goofy. All right. We're going to rewatch something real quick. Oh, here's a good Inside Star Citizen. We need to recap this because upcoming solar systems, this may or may not still happen down the road. But I figure this is a good chance to recap. Hang on.
In the physical space. So basically, you go through an opening on one side, you travel through a sort of a tunnel, and then you pop out somewhere else in space.
There we go.
Jump points are naturally occurring.
There we go.
The first discovery of a jump point was actually
okay.
by accident.
Can people hear me?
It was a cargo ship that had a leaky quantum drive, basically triggered the first opening of the jump point.
Okay.
It accidentally slipped inside and then disappeared, and they found it several years later when Nick Croshaw, who basically was the first one who discovered that the leaking quantum engine was the cause of triggering this rip in time-space to basically open up. And so he basically kind of solidified the knowledge to be able to replicate it consistently.
There's been a lot of information shared over the years.
A lot of it has changed as we've learned and had new ideas.
So here's a primer on the first jump point we're building today.
By some of the people that are currently building it.
And what you see and hear is super work in progress.
So welcome to Inside Star Citizen Intro to Jump Points.
And cue the Doctor Who bit. Oh shit. Hang on. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just realized the background bit was, yeah. There we go.
A jump point connects 2 points, disparate spaces.
Yeah, I
in
goofed
physical
up,
space.
chat.
So basically, you go through an opening on one side, you travel through a sort of a tunnel, and then you pop out somewhere else in space. Jump points are naturally occurring. The first discovery of a jump point was actually by accident. It was a cargo ship that had a leaky quantum drive, basically triggered the first opening of the jump point. It accidentally slipped inside and then disappeared, and they found it several years later when Nick Croshaw, who basically was the first one who discovered that the leaking quantum engine was the cause of triggering this rip in time-space to basically open up. And so he basically kind of solidified the knowledge to be able to replicate it consistently.
There's been a lot of information shared over the years.
A lot of it has changed as we've learned and had new ideas.
So here's a primer on the first jump point we're building today.
By some of the people that are currently building it.
And what you see and hear is super work in progress.
So welcome to Inside Star Citizen Intro to Jump Points.
Doctor Who. Well, old Doctor Who. Big minis through the wormhole.
So a jump point is basically the means at which a player is able to transition from one solar system to another. There are two different jump point experiences, permanent and transient.
The permanent jump points are the ones that are the most stable, and they are always available for the player to travel through.
It's the well-trafficked, well-traveled route that most people will go through.
Which you find on the star map, the ones that you would like, say, transition from Stanton to Pyro, Pyro to Stanton.
Since they're stable and generally larger and easier to travel, there are infrastructure built up around them to support the commerce that goes through them on a regular basis. So we made a creative decision to remove the circular gates that we were doing in some of the concept art before. It just didn't match the reality of how we wanted to set these up in the world. They're supposed to be naturally occurring. And if you have like this infrastructure around it making this circular jump gate, then that's not showing like how it actually functions in the world.
We've lost the sort of size restriction when it comes to permanent jump points. So the main jump points that lead from system to system will accept any size ship.
Transient jump points are more ethereal.
First you have to find them, and once you've found them, you don't know where they go.
We like to call in the narrative team the Swiss cheese approach to jump points, which are smaller access points to the main tunnel. Those will still be restricted by small, medium, and large. So basically, it opens up opportunities for smaller ships to kind of sneak their way through.
A transient jump point may only be able to be used once. It may be a little bit more permanent, but you can never tell how long does it last once you find it.
Yeah.
If people are looking to avoid scrutiny, we'll look for these sort of side routes to get into the jump point to bypass, security or customs or stuff like that.
In 4.0, our first and only jump point will be the one linking Stanton to Pyro and Pyro to Stanton. Maybe the best way to share this design is simply to walk you through the whole thing. So we leave Lorville, we put it onto our star map, and we set our course for the Stanton to Pyro jump point. QT there. And then upon arrival, you will fly down to the gateway station that's located there, because you're going to want to make sure that you're stocked up for your trip into Pyro, because Pyro may well not have the things that you're used to in Stanton. You probably want to pick up some ammo, and you want to pick up some more fuel, probably some more fuses, and then after that, undock, and then turn yourself to view the jump point.
The jump points will be visible from far distance. It probably will appear as like a small star kind of a thing that just like pulses and asks you to come near me.
You'll see like the massive whirlwind from the gravity pool that the jump point itself is creating, which is a gas cloud, and you'll see it in various different colors or forms. You can fly towards where the jump point will be, and there is structures in Stanton that sort of lead you towards the jump point.
When you approach the jump point, what you'll hear is the general ambience of the whole area, whether that's the distant portal emitting energy or violent clashes of thunder that is drawing the player into the central jump zone. And as we get closer, this will build up, and the player will feel like they're being drawn into something primordial.
With jump points, multiple players can take them at the same time, so it is probably likely that you will encounter other players waiting to make their jumps.
And you'll also see like the security and the turret infrastructure around it that's providing a safe experience on the permanent jump gates.
In order to perform your jump, the first thing you need to do is get closer to the jump point.
But you won't be able to go all the way up to it. Like, when it's not active yet, it has a field around it that will push you away until you've attuned to the anomaly that allows you to go through.
You have to call ATC. The anomaly needs ATC to be able to allow you to enter.
When you're using a jump point, you're actually just an individual. So the ATC calls that you have to make are for you, and then the groups that you go in are designated by the ATC.
If you contact ATC at the same time, you can be put into the queue together, but there's no guarantee that you'll be in the same jump group.
If you want to jump with your friends, you need to make sure that you arrive together, and when you call ATC, you will be able to see how much space is in the group. So if you have friends and you want to jump together, you'll be able to know exactly how much room there is in that group. And if it's not enough for you and you want to go with your friends later, then you can forfeit and you go again.
In the future, I definitely want to have some more quality of life features where you can get into queue at the ATC as a party, but currently our ATC does not support queuing as a party, so you'll just be doing it as an individual.
Okay.
Once you are within range of it, you need to be changing over to nav mode. Your UI will automatically change to the jump drive UI,
which will allow you to know if you're aligned, if you're tuned, if you can go in, if it's blocked. You have a visual input of the UI, the HUD is moving, is turning until you have a message notification that tells you, all right, you're aligned. If you look away, of course, that will trigger the cancellation of that alignment. If you move away from your position, you'll lose probably your position in the queue. You'll have red markers that tells you, or you're on the wrong side, you have to move to that direction. You'll have also kind of like a landing strip where you have the lights that tells you, oh, you have to go in through this area. So you'll have those rings that pulse and tell you you're correctly aligned.
So as soon as the ATC has gotten to your group and you're now able to use the jump gate, your jump drive will start attuning to the gate.
And once you have authorization and you have opened the wormhole, you'll have the tuning visual that's really similar to the aligning, but with tuning messages that tells you what you need to do. And once that's done, you'll have tuning access and you'll be ready to go inside.
While your ship is attuning, you'll see rippling in the anomaly. And as soon as you are attuned, then you can fire a burst of quantum energy into the portal that will rip it open, and you'll have a gate in space that allows you to see the tunnel beyond and travel to your new star system.
When it opens, you'll hear the space around the jump point being ripped apart and everything being drawn into it. A really guttural, swirling sound of all the space around the jump point being dragged into this one singularity.
During this drawing process, the ships are drawn in automatically. You don't have to control anything. You don't have to do anything. There is, in fact, nothing you can do that would stop you being drawn in.
So the plan right now is if there's any obstructions in front of you when you're trying to attune to the gate, that'll break your attunement. So if somebody gets in your way while you're trying to attune, your attunement will pause until that obstruction has gone away. However, if anybody gets too close to the jump gate and they're not attuned, then they're going to get pushed away, which should clear the area for anybody who's trying to get through.
So for the people who want to block a jump point, we are actually considering our options as to how to prevent that from happening.
When you cross the threshold, you'll hear an instantaneous whip of the ship being pulled in and the changing of atmosphere between deep space and this singularity that you're being dragged into.
Once you're in the tunnel, your ship will be flying at a set speed that's determined by the flow of energy through the tunnel.
You'll hear the space around you flying past you at a great pace, like a really long cosmic drain pipe.
And you don't have any control of how fast you're going. You'll speed up in the straights and slow down in the corners to a certain degree, but you still have to navigate.
The tunnel itself is something else. It needs a lot of technical and graphical things that need to happen.
We've got flickering lights, some type of ethereal type of particle effect to show you type of the direction we're flowing. We also have fog effects, and this idea that you're always moving towards a strong, bright light in the distance. The idea we're going off so far is that we're working on the bending of light. You'll see impressions of the exterior, the location you've just come from, and also hints of the way you're going to. The walls of the tunnel have a curving the space-time around you, and eventually, as you travel through the tunnel, that distortion will move away from the initial system you started in and then blend slowly towards the new system you end up in. We can kind of do anything we want because it's an enclosed space, so we're doing things like, on the rendering side, we're taking the sunlight, which we don't normally need when you're in an enclosed space, and we're reusing the sunlight, all the tech that goes behind that with high-res shadow maps and these type of things and directional occlusion, and then reusing that and using that to create a flickering, pulsating effect in the tunnel. And we can take a lot of shortcuts and do a lot of cool things that aren't really possible in the rest of the game because we have this totally enclosed and bespoke play space.
You will not see two-lane traffic inside the jump tunnel itself. In the jump tunnel, you'll see the ships ahead of you, and if you look behind, you'll be able to see ships that are in range behind you, but you won't see traffic going the other direction.
Why do you hate fun?
What do you hate?
It's not that I hate fun, it's that I want everybody to have a good experience in this tunnel, and if there's other ships there that you can collide with, we want to avoid that kind of situation.
The players' ships, when they're traveling in the tunnel, are going to be in a line. So it's going to be, the term that we use internally is ducks in a row. So one ship behind another ship behind another ship.
There'll be some obstructions in some of the tunnels which you have to dodge around. But for the most part, it's a matter of turning and navigating through the tunnel and not hitting the sides.
Because the closer you are to the edge of the tunnel, the more likely you are to fail your jump.
The edges of those tunnels and those obstructions cause distortion damage to your ship.
There's a pool on your jump drive, and if this pool fills with distortion, then your jump drive will shut down. If your jump drive does shut down, then you're going to fail that jump.
You get booted out of the tunnel. There's a number of places in the system where you could end up based on like how long you've been in the tunnel. You could end up back in Stanton, or you could be in Pyro, but you're not going to be at where you wanted to be. You're going to be at the edge of the system somewhere. You're going to have to find your way back.
Currently, the jumps that we are toying with are about 3 minutes, but this is still open to iteration based on how many ships we want to have in that tunnel, how close they are, and the trip needs to be long enough in order to cover the transition from your origin system to your destination system. When you are arriving via a jump point, you will realize that you aren't actually coming through the same entryway that you would have been passing through to go to the system. Players will not be able to necessarily camp that point just for you to exit it. The intention is that there will be multiple locations where you will exit to, and so this will mitigate that threat.
It's kind of a shotgun approach coming out of the jump gate because we don't want everybody to be slamming right into each other. We want to be able to spread the ships out that are coming through and get your own view of like your new setting and where you're at.
So when you come out of the pyro side of the jump gate, you should come out into completely different space than on the Stanton side. So it's sort of like a cave of gas. But there's also some structures that lead you directly towards the station. You can do anything you like there. It's just a normal R&R station that is just nice and safe before you go out into pyro itself, which is more dangerous, of course.
We
I wonder
already show
how
in tech
the
preview
jump
that you
point
can
to
enter
Nyx
a
will
jump
be.
gate and come out the other side, and we've got the ability to transfer servers. We've got that working even better than we ever thought we could at the beginning. We want to make the experience of going through the tunnel as seamless as possible. We don't want it to be super hard, but we want it to be engaging. We're going to save the challenging experience, the super hard acrobatics for the transient gates when we get to them.
We're dialing in the numbers about how many people jump at the same time, distance between ships, precisely the speed at which ships move down the tunnel, things like that. There's a lot of variables involved in balancing it, and there will be far more testing in the tech preview channel for jump points, so you can look forward to helping us figure out there.
Yeah, it's really exciting to be to this point where we're able to deliver this new system of transferring yourself from one star system to another, being able to visit an entirely new star system, and having that experience of going from Stanton to Pyro. It's going to be exciting.
Thanks for watching, and we're all really looking forward to being able to make these jumps and just a normal part of our gaming life.
There you go.
Which is fun, because jumping is fun.
So what did we learn this week? Well, hopefully a whole heck of a lot about the first jump point that's currently in development and scheduled to make its way into Star Citizen Alpha 4.0 in just the next few months. Yeah, I didn't say before the end of this year. We're still targeting something a bit sooner than that. And that's all I'm going to say. And while jump points are a major milestone for the development of this game, before we let you go this week, I'd like to talk to you about a different kind of milestone you need with me, because I had to be sure. That makes this show not only the 200th episode of Inside Star Citizen, but also the 500th episode in a legacy that we're very proud to maintain, and hopefully continue to improve upon for years to come.
Which
We don't have
didn't
any
end up happening.
fireworks or anything like that, and that's not really my style anyway. Instead, I wanted to pay tribute to the 680 people that have worked on or participated in or otherwise made one of these 500 episodes possible. And no, that's also too many to sing about. So instead, we spent the last 3 months going through every record and video we've made in order to ensure that we didn't miss anyone. But before we play our first 500 episodes credit roll, just let me thank the one group of people that aren't listed. No, not you. Move. Yeah, there you are, there you are. You've allowed us to tell stories of game development for 500 episodes now, and that's not even counting all the other programs over the years. You do this each and every week by responding to what we share. And as Dave Kaplan said just 2 weeks ago on this very program, that engagement and feedback is truly what keeps many of us going, and I'm certainly no exception. So thank you once again. Thank you for letting us share the people and process of game development with you. And we'll see you all here next week. And maybe the start of another 500.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Hatchwatch was 9 months ago for 4.0. Playload. CitizenCon 2954. Hard to believe we're only about 2 months out. Well, 3 months out. Hold on. You know, it's still unbelievable. Most of this is already in-game chat. A large majority of it is. I'll take it. Oh. Lucky Crunch? Never mind. Well, shit, that was kind of rude. Okay, that was weird. Kind of quiet around here today. Feels like. It is hard to believe. Huh. Okay, so what is going on with this? Not enough data. All right. Hey. Oh, okay. I'll come back to this chat. I gotta do an armor transfer. Yeah. Hang on. All right. See if I go. All right. Sorry, chat, doing a armor transfer. Come on. Won't let me shut it off. Well, that is weird. Okay. Well, that was weird, chat. Sorry, I was in the middle of trying to get some armor from a friend. Yep. All right, we're gonna go back. Oh. All right. So, what am I doing? All right, let's see. All right, there we go. Wonder what I'm gonna have to get for dinner tonight. That's gonna be the multi-million-dollar question. I wonder what this is. Okay. Red black set, right? Yeah. Where are they? Oh, good. They're just. I'm motherfucker, you're already.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to development.
Where's the other arms? I don't know. There are no. Looks good. That actually looks good for light armor. Crusader Intrepid. Wow. Look at that ramped up.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
I never thought I'd be piloting an Intrepid. All right. Hello, sir. Okay, let's see. Decent. How's today been treating us? Great. Hey, I'm doing great, V-Sin. How are you, bud? How's life been treating you? Woo, shit. Hole of darkness. Yeah, I'm not doing that. No. The elevator of doom. I just experienced the elevator of doom. Yeah, no. Not much. What's up with you? How are you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while, man. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm still at it, bro. Quit to lobby. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was doing a private thing transfer vSyn. I was doing a private money transfer, getting some armor and some gear. So yeah, it's sorry about that. Let's see. So what are you up to? Besides, I rarely watch time. Yeah, no worries. I've actually been having issue with a lot of stuff lately. Yeah, no worries. You're working on your drone, flew for the first time? Ah, cool, man, cool. That's awesome. And it's so good to see you again. I mean, I've missed talking to you and the old crowd, man. I tell you, I miss a lot of my old friends that I haven't seen around in a while. It's just, you know, it gets to you, you know? Not seeing people after a bit. Well, it hovered. Still working on the code. That's good. Hang on, I'm going to put on something in the background while we talk. Hey, thanks for the subscribe, my friend. I appreciate it. Yeah. Good to see you again. Friggin' ads. Hey. It's all good. And thank you for warning me about that. Hang on just a sec. We're going to go do something. Future of Star Engine. There we go. Something in for the background for a bit. Now remember vSyn, most of this stuff in this trailer is already in game by now. When did this come out? November 22nd of 2023. Most of this stuff is in game now. Most, not all. Guy hooked me up with some of that super heavy new armor. Can you hear me okay, Sin? Now? Oh my gosh. He didn't do it. You hear me just fine. That's good. Good to hear. Wow. Awesome. It's good to see an old friend too. I've missed hanging out with you. And thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate you. Do you know you just made my total day, brother? You have literally... Well, here, let me explain something. I was within $2 of getting my second check. You just helped me become. This is only the second Twitch check Twitch has sent me. So thank you for that, brother. I will use it well, probably to buy a CitizenCon giveaway gift. I don't know what it'll be. Oh, you've done plenty today. You're doing great, man. You're doing great. I just want you to know that. Oh my gosh. Oh my. What did he do? Oh my Lord. Sin, what did you do? Oh my Lord. What is he doing? New record. 6 subscribers. Oh, holy cow. Oh my Lord. Holy cow. Brother. You didn't have to do that, but you're awesome. Oh my Lord. Yeah. Hey, thank you. You are awesome, my friend. Okay, let's keep the ball rolling. Yeah, I hope so. And to anyone who received subscribes, welcome. My name is Axis 0096. I am your humble attendee of the Astro Historian and preacher of his gospel. He's a good friend. Paul Shelley is an awesome dude. I fully support. You know, it's awesome, man. You are awesome. This is just insanity. Ooh. It's not even. progress. All-time record shattered. Yeah, I agree, dude. I agree. Friggin'. Can you, hey, question mark for you. What do you think of the odds of Knicks coming in into the year? You think low percent chance or mid range? I think kind of mid tier, you know? Yeah, no worries. It's all good, bro. Honestly, this year's been kind of slow, all things considered. How is it saying that? Yeah, that's weird. Sam. That you probably have just made my best day, man. Since the introduction of Pyro, wow. It's been that long. Cool. Hey, I got a new emote. I got a brand new emote. Thanks to you. Thanks a lot. Check it out. That's awesome. Yeah. Awesome stuff, man. $2. Holy. That's not accurate. Yeah, you just made my day, bro. Seriously. This made my entire week. Super awesome. So, do you work in the defense industry, Sim? Out of curiosity? Do you work in the defense industry? Oh, you work cybersecurity. Okay, okay. Fair enough. It's similar, but not a bit different. Ethically questionable. Well, that is funny. That is very funny. That is hilarious, though. I mean, no lie. LOL. That's my LOL for the day. You're awesome, bro. I really want these spacey whales. So what's our viewers? What's going on? Not enough data. I don't know. Oh my God. It's pig. Gifted. Dark. Oh my Lord. My friend, you have absolutely blown everything out of the water. Do you know, though, it'll be another 3 weeks? Well, it'll be about, till, I hate how Twitch works, though, Sin, you know? Because I can't get access to it yet, but you have to wait till the 10th to get your payout. Isn't that kind of dorky? Every month, you can only access it at once a month, right? It's not bi-weekly. Such a big company, I think it should be bi-weekly. No offense to Twitch, but you get what I'm saying? You earn all this money and you can't even spend it but once a month, right? Just my opinion. But it makes you save, right? True. By the way, you earned a badge. You earned Hype Train, my friend. You earned a good, cool new badge. That's the paid sub. Sorry, I'm whistling. How do these data centers, why would anyone want to physically invade a data center? That's what I get asked. Most times the back doors aren't physically there. You have to get in through the back door, you know, the proverbial digital back door. You get what I'm saying? I'm going into school, not to get political, understand, but I'm going to school for data and analytics right now. Get what I'm saying? So I'm going into a similar field myself. Very similar. In fact, I think I am in a daughter field of yours, so... I bet they are. I mean, if it's sensitive info, they will guard it with their lives, man. So you have like a footprint in the building, but not actually there. So it's like an access point you can jack into, correct? That's how that works to a degree. In a sense. See, I understand the gist of it going into computers myself. Hang on. The computer I built myself. So I do know a little bit about the ingoings, outs of a machine like this. My computer I built myself out of basically spare parts. And yet it can run Star Citizen and it is hugely upgradable. I'm actually considering putting another M.2 drive in pretty soon because it's getting full, you know, like a 4 or maybe a 6 gig, a terabyte M.2. That way Star Citizen has room to grow. And another, what I call a sump drive, you know, a HDD drive for my other stuff that I don't use very often. Yep. I'm always looking to upgrade, my friend. Always looking to make it better. You have a server. That's how that works. Personal cluster. That's interesting. Oh. What's going on here? Let's see. What's going on here? But why is this not acknowledging? No, I don't think you've ever shown. Vcen, are you in my Discord, brother? I don't think you are. Let me fix that really quick. Hold on. I don't believe you're in my Discord. I'm gonna share the Discord link. Hang on just a second. Huh. Not Sharon. Let me double check. I'm having to double check here. See if I can invite you. Copy button. Let's see if I can. There we go. See if that works. See if that works. Pin message.
Is not about piloting the most cutting-edge ships or traveling to the farthest reaches of the universe. Forging connections.
This I can't wait for, VSIN. You know? Give me that horizon, Squadron 42.
I'm Commander Ryan Enright. I fly Navy.
Whoa. This is an awesome little bit, dude. I'm gonna let you in on a secret, VSIN. Want to hear it? Regarding my player character for Squadron 42, I intend to do something a tad controversial for a name. And I may make a certain company very, very angry with my live stream. So much so that they might try to flag them. Want to know why? You really want to know why? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you why. It's going to be fun. You're going to love it. My character's name will be Christopher Blair. A deliberate jab at Wing Commander. Suck it, EA. Suck it. And own it. EA is the doom of all companies. And now that name is my sword against them. I'll be fine. I think it's appropriate. Because Christopher Blair was the main hero of Wing Commander. And now he will live again. In another game, in another universe. Fighting amongst the stars.
I assumed he talked to all the rookies.
Archangel 6, come in.
Go 6.
I'm getting a faint contact on bearing 287. You picking that up?
I want this paint scheme, Sin, for my Mark II Hornet. I want this green navy skin. Awesome. Ooh, I like. Here's the song of my people. Yeah, I got it.
I know I just wrote you. But a couple of hours ago, proximity sensors on the other side of the jump got twigged and went dark. The word is it might be that clan that we've been battling with. Guess that last fight didn't scare them off quite like we all hoped it would. Honestly, we've been out here so long, I don't know what to pull for anymore. I just wanted to let you know. I'll write as soon as I can. Stay safe.
That's awesome. So basically, it's a laboratory server or something.
Never gets old, does it?
Sir.
Eddies. I used to do the same thing when I was first coming up. Post up to the flight deck whenever I could to watch the launches. Have you seen the F-8s up close?
No, sir.
The thing's a beast. Nimble, too.
12 maneuvering thrusters and 3 mains. It sure sounds like it. Sir.
By the way, big rumor.
To the bridge. Captain McLaren to the bridge.
I saw you apply to the flight academy.
Skynet.
Keep your head up.
By the way, big rumor, Sin, we're getting a new Asperia ship. Brand new. At SitCon or something. And it's one you won't believe what it is. You won't believe it. Let me show you the one I'm talking about. Not that one. I wish it was. It's a super heavy fighter, almost a medium Vanduul ship. You know, it's like their take on a Cutlass, but way more aggressive. You know how the Cutlass is 2 men and cargo hold. This thing is 3 people. Yeah, let me show you. It's a rumor. It's what this Thule guy escapes in. Right here. You want to see the Stinger? This is the Stinger. Not here. It's what he uses to escape. Can I just say I want their dang capes? I love their capes. I also want their armor, some form of it. No capes. Yes, capes. Here it is. This is the Stinger. Look at this thing. That is the Stinger. Slow and heavy. It's more of a medium ship. Look how big it is. It's bigger than the Retaliator. And it can't corner in a dime, but it's got a heck of a lot of firepower. That is the fearsome monster known as the Stinger. And it's also quick. Quantum boost.
Sir, Kingship's headed right for us.
Can we evade?
Shot took out the main thruster, sir. I'm trying to get the auxiliaries online. Getting a rapid.
Here's the thing. That monster has 3... Want to hear a joke? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Shoot. Shoot, bud. Shoot. Do it. Do it. Do it. Ooh. Yeah, I can't post that in normal chat, but I'm gonna let it slide. How much mail? Yeah. Hey, I can read it. I can read it. It's all good. I probably shouldn't post it though, Sin, because you know how Twitch is. Twitch is, right? Twitch is a bunch of people. But I didn't say anything, boss. Remember, I said nothing. It is a good joke, though. Gonna have to remember that.
Increasing the Kingship's energy signature. Looks like they're trying to go critical.
Even if we dodge, we won't get clear of the blast range on auxiliary alone. Attention fleet. This is Admiral Bishop. You are ordered to immediately withdraw. I repeat, withdraw. All non-essential personnel are dismissed to abandon ship. If you want to volunteer to stay, we could sure use your help. All right. Tell the gunners to concentrate all the power they've got. Maybe we can take out this Kingship before it hits us.
Yes, sir. Logistics. I want every ounce of juice pumped into those guns. If we don't need it to breathe or shoot, I don't want it.
So, other than that, you're doing great, dude. I am glad to hear from you again, though. It's been too long.
There's a pod here, come on! Go, go, go! Come on, come on!
Battle tech. What the frick is a battle tech armor? Armor? Heavy battle tech armor. Interesting. Hey, we're gonna table this. The the roadmap roundup has dropped. Dude, check this out. Are you still there? The roadmap roundup dropped, so we're gonna double check that. Okay, cool. We're gonna go through this. Here we go. Roadmap roundup for the week of the 24th of September 2025. So, armor and ballistic damage was updated and released, and missile damage radius increased. New event: the Fight for Pyro storyline has been updated. This has been set to tentative. We have a new armor coming called Battletech armor. Could that be the rumored Rock'em Sock'em right in it robot? Heavy Battletech armor. What the hell? Okay. New hairstyles, 2 new ones, anti-personnel turrets. Mission pickup on location. These have been marked as complete. We've updated a few deliverables in the progress tracker, which you can review below. So these are all pretty much done. Okay. Because there's some big ones. But let's... roadmap. I'm kind of curious. Lease view. This still hadn't updated. Yeah, they haven't updated this yet. Heavy Battletech armor. Heavy Utility Tech armor. Okay, so it's similar to the Corbel armor. Although it's even uglier, kinda. AI FPS turrets. Glider improvements, dynamic snow. Interesting. Have you seen anybody actually play Star Citizen in a while? Sin? Oh, you've been watching. Okay, I didn't know you've been watching. No, I meant the game in general. Not too much, I guess. Actually, that armor's not too bad looking. It looks not Roblox-ish, but kind of weird. Wow, you don't even remember what ships you have. That's sad. Okay, let me see. There we go. This is the new armor that's coming. This is the heavy utility tech armor. It's not as ugly as I thought it would be, but it looks like it has a purpose. Look at these exposed circuits. See what I'm talking about, Sin? Like it's got circuitry or something on it. This looks like some sort of scanning helmet. Like deep scans, you know, like scanning for targets. Kind of an odd duck looking armor, but it does. It looks like a tank class armor. Heavy, takes hits. I like the color scheme. Very military. Green, black, block. Definitely got that recessed look. That's coming in the next patch, by the way. Yeah. It may be able to take a hit pretty good. You never know. Something like that. By the way, the Apollos did release. What do you think about the whole rigmarole with the Apollo? You think it's valid, or you think too many people are reading too deep into it? I think too many people are reading into it too much. Myself, you know. Oh, people are mad that it doesn't have the drones. I'm like, the concept has changed a lot on it, and whatever you have, you know, the concept for the Death of a Spaceman since 2017, 2018, right? A lot's changed. A lot of stuff has changed. No, there are no drones in game. Not at the moment. I wish there were, but sadly we can't have nice things. I guess we'll find out eventually. A lot of things. Oh my gosh. It's not big enough for Noosa. It's not good drones, man. You know, it's... I have to be nice. I have to play nice and placate them because, obviously, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the merch, at least 3 times that I can think of, right? At least 3. Kind of funny. Yeah. I know, it makes me sad for you too, bud. By the way, just to twist the knife even more, they're considering putting Hey man, thank you. I appreciate you for all you did for me today. You have a great day too. I appreciate you so much this afternoon. Definitely enjoyed you making my day. Hey, I will be streaming CitizenCon, so try to be here for that. It'll be October 10th or 11th, I forget what day. But yeah, it'll be then. See you then, VSIN. I still don't see an update. Oh my goodness gracious. Heck. I don't know why it's not reading. Did it restart? I think it did. There it goes. That's $1. $1, man. What? I didn't stop streaming. Apparently my phone restarted streaming, but I didn't stop streaming. That's Weird. The heck? Yeah, it's claiming I dropped stream or whatever. That's weird. Entirely false information. Weird. I'll be right back, chat. Okay. Come back, chat. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be back, chat. I'm gonna something, and then I'm gonna wrap up for this evening's stream. Yeah. What's going on? Okay. Okay. That's unfortunate. I had hoped you guys would have better weather. Possibly. Who knows at this point? I have some. What? 6. I think this is the first time you and I have had a decent conversation in a couple of years. What happened to all our vendors? Did none of them even bother showing up? I have so many questions. Sorry, Chad, I'm answering a phone message of a friend who's currently camping out at Black Mesa. Huh. That's kind of dumb and sad. Not even astronomics? You need to come to the meeting in November as a guest and I swear they need to hear your opinion. Well, October. This is unacceptable. That's unfortunate. I wish I was out there to raise some ruckus. Raise hell. By the way, how old is Matthew? This is true. Oh my god, he's a preteen. Where does the time go? Sorry, Chad, I'm answering an old friend. Hadn't talked to her in probably 15 years. I don't know if I told you this, but in November of last year, I had lost my brother. Yeah, it's hard to believe it's been it's going to be hard going through a birthday without him. At least I have Patrick's. One of the games that I started. It's an interesting project. People gripe that it's acquired $1 billion. However, Grand Theft Auto's like 10 billion. There's such a disconnect. It's pretty interesting. Supposedly set in the 40th or 30th century. No worries. Make sure to stay in touch. So what are you up to tonight? All right. Sorry, hat. $2 an hour. Well, yeah. I'm probably gonna have to get off here for a bit, chat. I gotta eat something. So, I'm gonna raid somebody. Channel, who do we got? Skyborn. Man, I hadn't seen Jay Fish in a while. The 5-star. The star. Let's read Celine. She's a good friend. Read Celine, Star Dragon. She's a good friend. Go give her a follow, chat, if you can. And I will see you all later. Peace out.